Downsizing is a new movie in which Matt Damon plays Paul, a character who is unhappy with his life, is unable to find a foothold in the person he wants to be. He hears about this new thing where people are downsizing, getting shrink to miniaturized versions of themselves so they have much less of a carbon footprint on the world, causing much less destruction to the world, and they're getting a better lifestyle because of it, because they're making much less impact. He decides to go ahead with it with his wife, and just as the operation's about to go forth, his wife backs out and he is left miniaturized amongst all these people he doesn't know, still unsure of the person that he is, still unsure of how he fits into this world, this grander scheme of things. The movie is a bit of a mishmash of everything. It's unsure about what it wants to do. Does it want to be social satire? Does it want to carry an environmental message? Does it want to be a straight out comedy? Or does it want to be a sort of coming of age of a person finding their footing in the world? It doesn't know. And it tries to cram everything into this movie and creates a mishmash of a storyline that sometimes works, often it doesn't. The character of Paul, and at the beginning of the movie when we learn about downsizing, takes way too long to get to what is going to happen. You know from the trailers, you know what is going to happen. He's going to shrink at some point, and that's what we're waiting for. The first third of the movie, you're just get to it quicker, get to it more efficiently. It takes a little bit long. A couple of the twists are spoiled in the trailer and getting to there, and finally he is miniaturized. And this world is different. It's kind of better, but it also carries the same problems as the larger world has as well. When you have all these people with money doing nothing, trying to kill time, just living life of luxury to excess to nothingness. And that's where he meets Christoph Waltz's character. Now, this is the one bright, shining star in this movie. Every time Christoph Waltz is on camera, it's gold. It is absolute gold. He is hilarious in this largely comedic role of a facilitator, someone who can get things for the small people of this world, this environment. But he's just funny. He has no filter. He just is pure enjoyment of his life. He's enjoying every second of it and he lets it show. And he kind of likes Paul. And he's very honest too with him. And it creates a nice sort of dynamic between sad sack Paul and Christoph Waltz's character. Paul's life takes a turn with Nyong comes into this, a character who is introduced earlier on in the movie, and it becomes a kind of bit of romance, and it's kind of fun. This character is so funny, so full of life. Again, it's another one of these characters that seems to know their place in the world. This is something that Paul keeps saying. Everybody seems to notice their place in the world. He doesn't. It's another character who just makes everybody else's life more enriched by having them in their life. It's a nice character, one of my favourites of the movie. Where the movie really loses me is the final third of the movie, where they go to Norway and it really tries to hammer home this environmental message, this social message, and it just feels heavy-handed, clunky, very uninteresting. And it kind of ruined what was beginning to become a very fun character study up until then. It's amazing how the landing of a movie can really repurpose everything that's came before it. Now, Downsizing isn't a great movie, but it was genuinely fun. Had some good laughs, quirky images, some nice characters. But behind it all, there seemed to be a lack of focus, a lack of direction and drive of where it was going to go. They split into several paths. None of them really come to a head, and it leaves a sort of empty movie. Something that I probably won't think about ever again. It's just meh, average, nothing special, which is why I gave it 2.5 out of 5. Have you seen Downsizing? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment box below and we'll have a discussion about it, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.